Life million years ago, King Cobra Venom, full script starts below. Imagine opening your eyes inside a world untouched by time. A world where every breath you take carries the scent of wet earth. Giant trees, an ancient life. The ground beneath your feet is soft, covered in layers of fallen leaves that have never known human footsteps. Mist rises like smoke between towering trees, and strange calls echo through the air, calls from creatures that vanished long before humanity ever appeared. You stand still, listening, watching. Something is wrong. Something is watching you back. The forest goes silent. Not a bird call. Not a rustle. Not a whisper of wind. Then, ... It happens. A low, deep hiss slices through the stillness. A shape rises from the ground. Long, smooth, powerful. Its hood expands. Its eyes lock onto yours, and suddenly you feel as if the entire jungle is holding its breath. You are face to face with a creature that has ruled these lands for millions of years. A creature whose power lies in two thin fangs filled with one of the most complex toxins nature has ever created. This is the king. Cobra. It's venomycin poison. It is the result of evolution's most ruthless engineering. It is a weapon so refined that it doesn't just kill. It shapes life. Tonight, we're going back to a world where the King Cobra wasn't just another predator. It was a force that controlled the fate of creatures, ecosystems, and even the earliest humans. This is life millions of years ago. King Cobra Venom. Millions of years ago, Earth was a different world. Entirely hotter, wetter, more dangerous. Forests stretched endlessly. Storms were violent and frequent. And the creatures that lived here were locked in a constant struggle to survive. In this documentary journey, we'll step into that world and explore how Earth looked millions of years ago, how the King Cobra emerged from ancient snake ancestors, why its venom evolved into one of nature's perfect killing tools, how this venom forced animals to adapt, how early humans encountered this apex predator, and how modern medicine is unlocking secrets hidden inside this deadly toxin. This isn't just science. It's a story of survival, evolution, and the silent power of venom. Let's begin our journey into the past.
1. The world. Millions of years ago, 6 minutes millions of years ago, Earth was a steaming cauldron of life. Tropical forests dominated much of Asia, where humidity wrapped every living thing like a warm blanket. Rainfall was constant, feeding rivers that carved through the land like veins. In these forests, early mammals were small, tiny creatures that lived in fear. Larger beasts roamed freely, and reptiles reigned supreme. Everything in this world followed one law: adapt or die. The forest floor was a battlefield of silence. Creatures that made noise became meals. Those that moved slowly disappeared from the story of evolution. Nature crafted sharper claws, quicker reflexes, and smarter brains, not out of kindness, but necessity. And somewhere in this vast green world, an ancient snake slithered forward, beginning a path that would one day lead to the creation of the King Cobra. 2. The rise of the king. Cobra 7-minute snakes had existed for millions of years, evolving from lizard-like creatures that slowly lost their limbs. As forests became denser and prey became faster, snakes evolved speed, flexibility, and stealth. But one lineage began to change differently. This branch developed heightened intelligence, the ability to map territory, remember danger zones, and even recognize patterns. Over countless generations, these snakes grew longer, taller, and more aware than their cousins. Then, evolution made its masterstroke. From these ancient serpents emerged the Ophiophagus hana, the king cobra. It was unlike any snake before it. It could raise 1/3 of its body off the ground. Its eyes could track movement from long distances. It hunted other snakes, including poisonous ones, and it developed a venom that acted like a switch, shutting down life from the inside. This was no ordinary predator. This was a king, created by nature. But its true weapon, the thing that changed everything, was its venom. 3. The power of venom. 8 minutes to understand the king. We must understand its venom. King Cobra venom is not designed just to kill. It is designed to control. When injected, it travels through the bloodstream like liquid lightning. It attacks the nervous system, shutting down communication between the brain and body. Muscles stop responding. Breathing halts. The world fades. But how did such venom evolve? Millions of years ago, snakes needed an advantage. Their prey became quicker, smarter, harder to catch. Biting wasn't enough. The prey could escape before dying. So venom evolved into something far more efficient. Fast, silent, irreversible. King Cobra venom became a weapon that allowed it to hunt dangerous prey like other venomous snakes. Its venom wasn't meant to liquefy or rot flesh. It was a razor-sharp tool for survival in a competitive world. Imagine a prehistoric jungle scene. A smaller cobra slithers through the undergrowth. Branches snap, something bigger approaches. The king cobra rises. Hood expanding, body towering. In one swift strike, the battle ends before it begins. The king was feared, long before humans even existed. 4. The cobra that shaped an ecosystem. 6 minutes, with this extraordinary power, the king cobra began shaping life around it. Small mammals learned to move by night. Birds developed special alarm calls. Even other predators avoided certain forest zones known to belong to the king. The king cobra didn't just dominate the ecosystem, it redesigned it. Prey had to evolve. Faster legs, sharper senses, quieter movements. Predators had to adapt too, learning which sounds or movements meant danger. The king cobra's venom put pressure on the entire food chain. Evolutionary responded. This is how a single species can shape an entire world. 5. Early humans enter the cobra's world. 7 minutes. Then came a new creature. Early humans. They walked upright, carried tools, and most importantly, they were curious. Their first encounters with cobras were terrifying. A rising hood meant death, a hiss meant danger. Many ancient tribes saw the cobra as a divine creature. Some worshipped it, some feared it, some used its image to represent life and death. In India and Southeast Asia, ancient humans carved cobra symbols on temples. They believed the serpent guarded the land and punished the wicked. Stories spread of giant cobras that ruled the forests long before humans. Yet over time, humans learned, but they discovered, how to detect movement in the leaves, how to avoid breeding areas, how to follow the silent rules of the jungle. The cobra taught humans to respect nature, not by choice, but by power. Its venom became part of ancient medicine, used in tiny doses for pain relief, rituals, and even warfare. A relationship formed, built on fear, respect, and knowledge. 6. Modern science and venom. 6 minutes today. Scientists study king cobra venom with fascination and caution. In labs around the world, researchers examine its complex structure, and they've discovered something extraordinary. What once ended life can now save it. Cobra venom is being used to create anti-cancer drugs, heart medicines, painkillers stronger than morphine. Treatments for neurological diseases. The same venom that once terrified ancient humans is now being used to heal modern ones. Nature's deadliest weapon is becoming one of its greatest gifts. 7. The decline of the king cobra. 5 minutes. But today, the king cobra faces its greatest enemy ever, humans. Not the ancient humans who feared it, but modern humans who destroy forests, kill snakes, and erase jungles for land. King cobras are now endangered. If they disappear, the ecosystem will collapse. Rat populations will explode, other snakes will multiply uncontrollably, balance will be lost. The king that once shaped evolution now needs protection. Closing for minutes. When we look back across millions of years, we see a creature that didn't just live in the jungle, it ruled it with silent authority. The king cobra was never a monster, it was a guardian of balance, a sculptor of evolution, a teacher of caution, a symbol of survival. Its venom, perfected over millions of years, reveals the brilliance of nature's design, the power to take life, and now, the power to save it. As we move forward, we must remember the lessons hidden in the jungle's darkest places. Respect nature, protect what remains, and never forget that even the deadliest creatures carry a purpose written by time itself. This was life, millions of years ago. King Cobra Venom, a journey into a world shaped by fear, survival, and the silent strength of a king.